Or sorry, no, I was going to.
Do they announce the March and the months today, or is that next week?
Hey Bobby or somebody, can you check your email on your phone? You should have gotten a link for chapel. Can you see if it works?
Yeah, no, I got the link. I can do it.
Can you see it right now?
Yeah, I see the link. I can.
Okay.
It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah. You see me?
It's a little behind, but it should be.
Hold on a second. Okay, good. Cool, thanks.
But Miss Garrett said we need to bring
She wants
Some
to
video
listen to it, watch it.
Of course.
She's not, we're gonna watch a video.
We're gonna watch a private video.
You know that for sure?
It's gotta be.
Right there.
Like, what else is
$5?
Dude, what? No.
Is that your wallet? Huh? Is that his or your wallet? You can hit me. That's a yes. What's up, squirrel? I don't like it. Hey. Squirrel. Chop it up.
Bro, you know you're right here. Don't mess with me.
have chocolate too?
Huh?
You have chocolate?
Oh, you're speaking today?
No.
Who's speaking today?
You have chocolate?
Mom.
You have chocolate today?
Like it?
Yeah. He thought I got abused in the door. That too.
Did you?
Sparked my life.
Sorry, bro. You'll get over it though. No big deal.
Yeah. Kind of tough. Living in the dorm.
Well, I know. I lived in the dorm 6 years of my life.
6?
Well, 4 here and 2 at Southern.
Thank you. I like yours. Good. I'm a little tired. Okay. It's in.
Hey, if you guys are here for chapel, you can sign up on this sheet.
Where's the sheet?
Right there.
Chapel. I got you. Oh, you got me? Thanks, Luis.
I don't accept forgeries.
The Met or the Bulls got Richmond and then Celtics got California.
These Soundry guys.
Bro, I'm gonna do something to the Celtics. You check it out. So what?
Huh?
In the conference, right?
Huh?
In the conference, right?
Yeah. Well, the Hornets are number 4, and the Hawks dropped down to number 7.
The Hornets are number 4.
I don't have a team.
Bro, Nuggets are about to be okay.
Yeah, that was a win.
I've never watched it today.
So is it like right now we are for Vespers, we are planning on got all the wood covered up.
Oh, that's a cylinder.
Right, yeah.
That's in here.
If that doesn't work out,
It'll be like,
we'll post alternate.
yeah. So we gotta be in the budget, right?
Banquet.
No, I'm not. No, that's me. We're gonna have to stress check. Her mom, her mom, that was so long. You're up there. You get my letter. My first class. I don't think so, though. Yep. That's good. Yes, okay. So, I'm gonna get this Miss Matthew. After our thing.
That was like,
You have to, the one by the fountain, you have to wait till they're gone.
you don't want to put up with the
I just have a random stuff. I don't know where I'm taking it.
I don't know.
I'm choosing or she's choosing.
Well, it reconnected, but it's frozen. Again. Oh, there we go.
Here, let me click on your link and see if that's working. It's working.
Okay.
Let's get on.
Slow internet. Stop. Then you start the stream.
Luis, you put me down, right?
Bro, this guy.
That's smart.
Yeah, bro. Are you more that?
All right, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Thursday to you all. If you're in here in the room, just remember you need to sign in over on the countertop over there. There's a sheet for you to sign in. And today, I'm excited to introduce our speaker. His name is Joshua Davis. Let's give it up for Josh.
There was a time in my life where I was so blinded by rage that I ended up hurting myself. I was about 5 years old, and I was just chilling out in my living room. My family was still finishing dinner, unlike me, who had quickly devoured my food. Eventually, my sister Allison came over to where I was sitting, where I had started playing with a roll of toilet paper for some reason, because apparently you find anything fun at 5 years old. She was also interested in that roll of toilet paper, as she quickly bothered me for it. We battered for about a minute or two until she ripped it from my hands. Not only did the perpetrator steal my play toy, she also decided to hit me with it. Furious, I got up and started chasing her around the house. My house then had like 2 entrances to the kitchen, and then like a hallway, and then like the living room. And I chased her through it and all the way around it. And this went on for a couple of minutes or so until I was dumb enough to run into the TV stand. I felt a lot of pain, like right here on the top part of my head, and I quickly ran over to my mother. Thankfully, she wasn't that far. She gasped, and I was surprised. I was like, man, this is nothing but happening. See, I was unable to see the gaping hole in my head, unlike she, who had a clear, good view of it. Of course, I was rushed to the hospital, and the doctors checked out everything. I got a CAT scan and all that stuff. My head was fine, besides the, gaping hole in my head. But I learned my lesson to, not quickly go around chasing people in the house. There's a good verse in Ecclesiastes 7:9. It reads, "Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools. So my point is, don't be so quick to anger, because often it blinds us and gets us hurt in the end. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for all that you've given us. Thank you that it's chapel, Lord. Thank you for the weather. Please help it to be not as bad as it says it is, and please help the school year to continue as it is. Amen.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it very much. Hope everyone's having a great day and staying dry. We are monitoring the weather. As Mr. Garapi mentioned earlier, we are under a tornado watch. That only means that conditions are right, that there could be a tornado, but a tornado warning, you know this, but if a tornado warning occurs, that means the tornado is in our area. And if that happens, then what we do is that we will go into a different protocol. Tornado watch, we go to class, everything's normal. Tornado warning, if that's announced, then we go into protective areas. We get away from classrooms that have windows and glass. We get into hallways. In the dormitories, we're into hallways. We go places where we're going to be better protected. And we sit on the floor and we wait until the tornado warning is over. And we are in the south, and tornadoes do occur from time to time here. The chances of something happening are pretty small, but nevertheless we're going to take it seriously. So pay attention. It will be announced if there's a tornado warning. We don't anticipate that, but there will be a wet afternoon. Several other announcements. If you're interested in lifeguarding, there will be a class that will be offered. It's not on campus, but there will be a class that's offered. You received an email on this subject yesterday, so you want to go back and check your emails if you are interested in a lifeguarding class. This class will get you lifeguarding certification, which allows you then to be a real lifeguard at a pool, and you can actually have it as a job, a summer job. Quite a few kids do that, so if you want specifics, take a look online, or you can check with Mr. Garapi about specifics, but it is an extra thing. We contract with individuals outside of GCA. There is a cost involved, and you have to pay the business office, and you'll need to do that soon. If you are interested in a mission trip this summer, when school gets out, we are going to try to have a mission trip to Kenya. That is the plan. We're still moving in that direction. There are a lot of variables involved with the pandemic and with COVID and international requirements and regulations, but we are hopeful that it's going to happen. So if you're interested in that, and right now Kenya is open for us to travel there, so it looks like it's going to work. We're moving in that direction. If you're interested, you need to contact either Mr. Garapi or Chaplain Josh. They can give you more information about the mission trip to Kenya, which will be this coming summer. We have not made plans yet for next year about mission trips, but I do think it's safe to say that we would not be probably going to Kenya next spring break. We're hoping that next school year is closer to something like a normal school year, so we have mission trips, international mission trips during spring break, a mission trip in the fall, and international European study tour during spring break. All those things we hope to have back in place next school year. But if you want to travel this summer, right after school gets out, check with Mr. Garapi about the specifics. You want to be in church this Sabbath. You don't want to miss, well, you never want to miss church, now do you? Now that you bring it up, thank you for the clarification. Don't miss church. But this Sabbath, especially, will be announced who the winners are of the $1,000 giveaways that we have sponsored. Some generous donors have put up a total of $10,000, and 10 different individuals will be giving away $1,000. Now, they're not going to be passing it out randomly this Sabbath, so that's not your expectation of going to church. But we will be announcing who those 10 are this Sabbath at church, so you want to be there for that. And Friday night, We are planning tomorrow night, Vespers, to have campfire Vespers, and they will be different locations, and you'll be assigned to those locations. Right now it looks like the weather's going to clear, and we're going to be able to do that, so plan on that for Vespers Friday night. What do village students need to do? Anything different?
You sign up.
Sign up. There's a sign up right there on that wall. If you're village, sign up, and we will assign you to groups, split up. It's going to be great. Be fun Vespers tomorrow night. This Sunday is the Student Association banquet, the formal banquet this Sunday. So plans are in the works for that, and you have been planning on that. If you have not signed up for a table, you may still do that. You need to see President Chidi about that and get signed up. That needs to happen right away. Young ladies, your dress check approval, clearly a high point of your life and of this school year, that needs to happen today, no later than tonight. See one of the women's deans, okay? Today. Make it happen. One more announcement. You will be receiving an update email from me about our health and safety protocol. Just give you a little advance peek into that all-important update that I'm sure you will be anxiously checking your email regularly for. When you read that, you're going to see there are not big changes. Really, there haven't been any major changes from the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, and we follow their guidelines, and Northwest Georgia Health Department guidelines for our protocols. You may have heard that there was some recent announcements about them reducing the distancing requirements. The real recommendation is that you stay with 6 feet when possible. So we're going to stay with 6 feet where possible. In some circumstances it can bring, so watch for more information about Camerata Tour, band tour. The New England Study Tour is probably going to be a U.S. history tour because I don't think it's going to get all the way up to New England, but it will be a tour that will take place that will include Washington, D.C. and area. We're still finalizing plans, and the senior class trip is still on. So these are coming. They'll be a little different than in the past. We've got to follow our protocols for health and safety. But that's something to look forward to. Thank you very much for wearing these things and doing what you're supposed to do. I know it's a pain. It's been a year. It's been terrible, and it's not over. Second semester has had more COVID illness on campus among our students and faculty than first semester. So things are not really getting better in our harsh reality. That will happen as more people are back to normal. But for right now, we've got to hang in there with that to try to help each other stay well and stay healthy. So the email that will come out will be reviewing some of those issues. It will continue to be important that when we're inside or outside, that we continue to wear face coverings because we're not very good at distancing, and that's where the face mask becomes important. It cuts your chances of getting COVID. It also it even has a bigger impact on you not giving it to somebody else if you have it, and you may not even know if you have it. You know all that, you've heard all that, but thank you for paying attention to these protocols, and let's try to finish this school year caring for each other and continuing to be healthy and do the best that we can to wrap this up and continue to pray for those families that have been really, really adversely affected by all of this. But thank you for hanging in there with us on this, and let's finish the school year in a very positive way. Finishing the school year in a positive way, by the way, one more quick reminder, is that we focus on those things that continue to be important. Weather gets better, not today, but it gets better, it gets warmer, do that. The grades are important, and making sure you're being responsible about your schoolwork and your job is very important. It's also the right time of the year that I also make this statement.
we operate a work-study program. Almost all of our students work on campus. Very, very few. If you badger your parents and tell them, you've got to tell them to let me get out of my job because so I can study more. That's a noble thought. I've been here 19 years, then all my grades would jump up and I would be doing so much better in life. It's not the way it works. It's not that many hours a week. So let's hang in there, keep doing what we need to do, use our time wisely, and I know that you can finish this school year strong. So thank you for that. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later. Thank you.